Hello, 7th grade. Today we are going to be talking about cross products and we're going to be talking about slope. So these are two things that are a little bit related, although not terribly. So it's kind of going to come in two chunks. We're going to start off with cross products. And when we see cross products, I want us to think ratios. So a cross product is a way to solve ratios. Let me write that a little neater. A way to solve ratios. So if we have a ratio that is, we have 3 to 4 is the same as something to 8, and we don't know what that something is, the way we've been doing it is saying, well, if we multiply 4 by 2, we get 8. If we multiply 3 by 2, we're going to get this thing, and that's going to be 6. But sometimes it's kind of hard to figure out what it's going to be if we have numbers that don't multiply quite so nicely. So how we want to try it now is we are going to use a little bit of algebra and use variables and solve it that way. So using this same problem, we already know the answer is going to be 6, and that's okay. But we're going to have 3 over 4 equals, and I'm going to call this n over 8. That doesn't have to be in. You can pick any variable you like. If you'd rather use a or b or draw a little smiley face here, we can have smiley face be our variable. That's okay. But I'm just going to use in. And then what we're going to do is we are going to cross multiply. So when we cross multiply, we are going to draw a big ol' X right through this equal sign. And if you notice, I put arrows on there just to make sure that I know what I'm doing. Because these arrows are pointing to what I'm going to use. So I'm going to start with either one of the arrows. I'm going to use this one right here, and that is pointing to the 3 and to the 8. Cross products, product means multiply, so I'm going to multiply the 3 and 8. So I have 3 times 8 there. On the other side I have 4 and in, so I'm going to put equals 4 times in. And that's pretty much it. From here we say 3 times 8 is 24, and that has to be equal to 4 times in. And so to get in by itself, right now it's being multiplied by 4. The opposite of multiplication is division. We'll divide by 4 on both sides. We end up with 6 equals in, just like that. So because 4 times in had to equal 24, we divide both sides by 4, we get 6 equals in. And that does match our answer from before, so it looks like our method's going to work. I would like to try one more problem, which is going to be m over 10 equals 15 over 25. Looking at this the old way, it might be a little challenging to find it, but right there, if we multiply by 2.5, we get to 25. So something times 2.5 equals 15. And that's kind of weird. So I'm just going to leave it for now. Something times 2.5 is 15. Maybe I don't know quite what that is. So we're going to try our cross product method. So I'm going to start by drawing the X in the middle. This is the cross part of the cross product. And then we're going to pick an arrow. I'm going to use this one right here, which is 10 times 15. 10 times 15 has to be equal to 25 times m. 10 times 15 is 150 equals 25 times m. Then I divide both sides by 25, and I end up 150 divided by 25 is going to be 6 equals my variable m. So the answer here once again is 6. And if we plug that back in, I can say 6 times 2.5. 6 times 2.5 should give me 15, is what we said right here. So 6 times 2.5 should give me 15. So 6 times 5 is 30. 6 times 2 is 12. And that should add up to 15.0. So that means that it works both the old way and the new way. The new way is a little more algorithmic, so if you can't just say something times 2.5 is 15, if you don't know that, it might be easier to go through this way. And that's half of what we're doing today. The other half is slope of a line, which I'm actually going to save for the next video. So all you need to do for this class is do the solving proportions using cross products. Take notes on that. I know it was pretty short. We should be good to go. For a practice problem, I would like you guys to do 15 over x equals 12 to 30. 15 over x equals 12 to 30, and we should be good to go. I'll see y'all in class.